your shirt.
Now, get on with you.
Pay for your drinks. It's your turn. Go on.
Yeah, Jet, wave!
Hey, when it rains, it rains, it rains. Pennies from heaven.
Get off the counter. It'll rain something in a minute for the lot of you. Shut up, will you? How do you expect me to sleep? Eh? Shouting out and carrying on the way you are, like this. And you? Stop it off there. I'm talking with the customers. You big brewer's boil, you. 2 hours you are now, after time. Still serving drinks.
Nellie, what's the use of keeping a pub if you can't have your mates in for a drink after time, if they like it?
If they like it? You like it every night of the week, don't you? I mean, I'm just about fed up with it. I mean, look at you. I mean, George and Gilbert. You know, you want to stop it off, you know. You'll become a couple of alcoholics.
It's not our fault, Nellie. It's your father's. We tried to go and he locked us in.
And no flaming wonder. Your time to pay around.
Pay around? You can get put in prison for that, you know. Taking money after time. That's what you can do. Look at you. Come on. Hey, Ali. I nearly said Ali up.
Stand clear of the doors.
You don't know what it's like on the Underworld Railway tomorrow. Go on, get on. Go on, the lot of you, get on. Go on.
They're stopping. Sit down.
Get gone.
Sit down.
Be off!
Sit down.
So that's your ultimatum, is it?
What do you mean?
Well, if they don't go, I'm going to find somewhere else to live. Out of this stink of iniquity.
Oh, get up. Did I did again? Why don't you put a fresh record on?
Huh?
You'll never flit from here.
Me, flit? I'll flit in a flaming, flitting flash. That's how I'll flit.
You what?
Shut your mouth and put your teeth in.
Well, you must admit, she looks a cracking bit of stuff.
You must be drunk.
Not now, you northern nit.
Who then? You great cockney kite hawk.
We're in a paper here.
Ooh, look at that.
Just think, she's one of London's top models now. Be at school.
What? Gilbert and I know her well.
You don't?
She lives in the flat above our boutique. She worked for us.
Work for you? What a flaming waste.
That was no idle threat I made in there.
You're not going to do a moonlight.
No. But when you get up in the morning, you'll find me gone.
Oh, where are you going to go to?
Well, I'll cross that bridge when I go under it. There's a place for me. Somewhere, a place for me.
I know where that is.
Yeah, I'll inhale that remark.
Come on, Nellie, you can't walk out on your old dad. We've meant that much to each other ever since I bounced you on my knee.
Yeah, sometimes you bounce me on the floor when you were pale-eyed.
Well, I did my best for you all the time. Even when things was hard, I used to take you on day trips to Blackpool.
Yeah, that was a hell of a walk from Manchester.
We stayed there one year in that lovely little boarding house. And I made sure he had the best view of the sea.
You said it was a sea. We found out it was a flooded car park.
Happy days.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you'll be stopping then?
No, no. I'll be going. First thing in the morning, I'll be getting going, getting gone.
But what are you going to do for somewhere to live? Are you going to take a mortgage out on a doll's house?
Oh, shut up. And put your teeth in. Oh, Mum. I don't like doing it. I mean, I don't like leaving him on his own by himself with nobody with him. But he didn't seem to realise. I mean, it's easier for a rich man to put a camel through the gates of heaven than it is for a poor man to get through with the eye of a needle. Good night, Ma'am. I must get a new flycatcher. The effluvium of it.
But what do you expect for 30 quid a week? Buckingham Palace?
30 quid a week?
Yeah.
I'll have the sanitary suspector.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can talk Cockney, just the same as you.
Come along, dear. Here it is.
Ooh, if I'd had to go any higher, I'm sure I'd have had a nosebleed.
You're very lucky, you know, to be getting such a desirable bed-sitter. The person who had it only just moved to his new place a few hours ago.
Oh, yeah? Where did he go to? Dracula's castle?
Dartmoor.
Oh. Oh, he went to the country.
No, the prison.
Oh. Well, from what I've seen on TV, prison would be an improvement.
You've read the advertisement in the paper, haven't you?
Yes.
A fully furnished bed, sit, TV, central heating.
I hope he wouldn't pull the wool over my thighs.
All mod cons.
Are you one of those landlords they call Rachmaninoff?
My dear, why would a man in my position try to con someone like you? Have a look for yourself.
How can I look for myself with another man? I don't get in. Oh. I suppose that's how the police got in when they chucked out your last tenant. Oh, well, what's happened to the television?
The previous tenant, he probably didn't like the identical picture they showed of him at News at 10, so he put his boot in it.
Oh, well, I hope he didn't hurt Reginald Boozingwet. And what about the central heating?
There it is.
Eh? That's not central heating.
It's bloody central now. Anyway, suit yourself. There are plenty of other scrubbers, tenants, looking for such a desirable place like what this is. If you don't want it, don't waste my time.
Well, there's only one thing I've got to say.
And what's that?
I'll take it.
Good decision. 1 month's rent in advance, £40.
£40? God, I could live 3 months on that. £40. He said, that's £40, you're fine. Just one thing. What about the telephone that you advertised?
You passed it on the way in, didn't you see it?
What, outside in the hall?
No, just outside in the street.
Well, you see, I want to phone my friends to tell them where I am.
That's the first time I've ever heard them called friends.
I don't know what he's talking about. Oh, dear. Ooh. I'm not going home. Nope, I'm not. Home is what you make it. Nellie, what have you got yourself into?
Pizza.
Oh, don't bother to stand up. Oh, I've never seen anything like it. What do you want?
Aren't you going to let me in? After all, I am your neighbour.
Well, what is it you want?
You might have something I'm short of.
You didn't look short of anything to me.
Oh, come on, be a sport, don't be like that.
I'm not like that.
Look, I only want to borrow your cake of soap.
Oh, I see. Oh, just a minute. You're not,
Not what?
not standing there naked, nude, with nothing on?
No, it's all right. I'm wearing a towel.
Oh, What kind of a towel? A bath towel or a tea towel?
What do you think?
Oh, I'm a fool. You couldn't get into a tea towel, could you?
Hello, my little Sheila.
I'm not your little Sheila, I'm your little Nellie. I'm Nellie Pickersgill.
Yeah, and I'm Sid from Sydney. Sid the Strine, they call me.
Yeah.
You're the first London girl I've met since I arrived.
Yes, well, don't bother to shake hands. I mean, well, you better have what you came for.
Oh, yes. All right.
Oh, got company, have we?
Yes, well, he's up here from down under.
Down under where, dear?
Australia. And before you arrived, our acquaintanceship was just getting going.
You better take it then.
Oh,
and see
all
what
right, yeah.
You
I
can
see,
find.
yeah. Well, I'll see you again, huh?
Eh? Oh, Gilbert. Oh, what are you today? Don't tell me you're on your motorbike today, aren't you?
Nellie, if you hadn't rung Beryl to tell her where you were, we never would have found you.
Oh, no. What did you want me to find me for?
Well, there's this model girl who lives in the flat above our shop. Now, she's had to go to the States for a while.
To the States?
So she's asked us to find someone to live in the flat while she's away. And we thought of you.
Did you, Gilbert? Oh, how indelible of you. Oh, thank you, very glad.
So you'll come with us and you'll leave this flea pit?
Leave it? Come on, what are we waiting for? What's that? Oh, I know that's the front door. Oh. Hello, this is the brown cow.
Open the flaming door, it's your dad.
What do you want?
I've come to take you back with me. You don't kid me. I know you're homesick. Are you receiving me? Over.
I am neither homesick, seasick, lovesick, or pigsick. Over.
Well, I'm taking you home just the same. Over.
You are over my dog's body because I've just struck a blow for female constipation.
Nellie?
Yes, or is that you, Georgie Porgy?
Yes, lovely. I'm just ringing you to tell you, we're looking after the mail of the girl who lives in the flat.
Right, where's he gone off to?
No, I didn't mean that, love. I mean, we've just had a cable from him. He's been abroad, you see, to say that he's calling round.
Oh, well, how can he do that when I'm inhibiting the flat? I mean, oh, just a minute. I've left the tap running. Just hold on a minute.
Hello? Hello?
Yes.
He doesn't know that you're inhabiting the flat, love, you see. And he's calling round. Now, listen, you ought to know that he's a very important photographer and very important to Gilbert and me.
Yes.
You should also know that he's right out of the top drawer.
Yes. Well, who pulled him out of the top drawer?
That's not what I meant.
Oh, just a minute.
Well,
I can see it's all steam coming out. Oh, God.
democracy.
Oh, yes.
You see, so when he comes round, you will be nice to him, won't you?
Oh, indelibly, yes. For your sake. I mean, I shall extend to him the same northern hospitality. He will remember with everlasting infection. Yes. Oh, my goodness, look. It's still going on. I'm going mad. Oh, stop, stop. Open the door. Please. Get back. God, get back.
There goes Charlie. Let's hope she's still as friendly as she was at school.
Oh, yes, soon. Enter.
Hello? Ah, the little darling's taking a bath.
Oh, what a fantastic play.
Oh, she wasn't very bright at school, but she certainly turned into a nice piece of homework. I remember once, she told me I was a dead ringer for Elvis.
I got up one morning, and there she was, gone. And, left me with everything, yes. Hey, Beryl, you're not going to leave me with all this washing up, and there's that lot at kitchen yet.
I keep telling you, I'm the barmaid. I'm not going to be a Mrs. Mop.
Ah, well, you always were a bit of a scrubber.
I'm not going to take any more of
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry, Beryl, I didn't mean that.
I've had 10 times as much work to do around here since your Nellie left.
Well, I'll see you tonight, then.
You won't see me back until your Nellie gets back.
Oh, well, I'm writing it now, aren't I?
I reckon you're nearly leaving home. It must be a bit of an emotional strain.
It's an emotional strain on my belly. That was my breakfast.
Anyway, Jed, you were saying, do you really reckon I can help you to get her back home?
The best thing to do to get her back is to put the wind off her. Show her how dangerous it can be for a young woman living on her own in a place like London with all these strange fellas about.
Oi, you're not saying I'm strange, are you?
No, but you're a stranger to our Nellie. She's never met you. What I want you to do for a week's free beer is,
Yeah?
hold on a bit, will you? I'll tell you while I'm having my dinner.
And what are you having for dinner, then?
I'm not sure whether I'll have a pint of bitter or a pint of mild.
Come on, me old son. Play it cool. Here she comes. Hello, you lovely living doll.
Let me know to you, what the hell are you doing out here unexpectorated? You nearly gave me a eucalyptic fit.
I was looking for the other girl, Nellie.
Well, I don't care what you're looking for, you won't get it here.
Hey, is this joker bothering you?
No, I just
Ah, come on.
Get off!
What are you doing?
Hey, get off there, Sally! Get off, will you, mate? Leave it out, will you? Get out of it!
Well, that's got rid of that bit of bother.
Yes. Oh, well, thank you, very glad. But, to what do I owe this infusion?
Well, I thought we were getting along famous, and those two pummies come and brought you here.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I'd come along and see if we could pick it up where we left off, you know. You and me.
Hey, what? Me and you?
Oh, look, aren't you going to show me your gratitude for getting rid of him?
I'm not going to show you anything.
Come on, don't be shy. Hey, you can't get away from me, you know.
Who can't?
You know what I did in Australia?
What?
I was a kangaroo catcher.
Yes, well, you won't catch me on the hop.
Here.
Darling, it's absolutely super to be home again, and
God, stone the crows, who are you?
yes, well, one may ask the same of you.
One may also get a punch up the throat.
Yeah, one would like to know what a complete stranger thinks he's doing at the bedroom door of one's young lady.
Well, would you believe it, mate? Waiting for 88 bus.
And I look like one might demand satisfaction.
Satisfaction. That's more than I got. She's all yours.
Darling? Darling, you can open the door now. It is I. One is here. Darling? Darling, do open the door. You know I'm desperate to see you again. Darling, darling, you know you are the light of my life. Darling, have you got somebody else in there? Some other chap here? Look, open this door, or by heavens, I'll break it down. Right. You see this beautiful creature that I've pictured here, that is my beloved, and she is behind that door.
No, she's not.
Oh, yes, she jolly well is.
Oh, no, she's jolly well not.
And prove it.
Right.
Come to me, you little minx.
What the hell incarnation are you doing? It's not just one. It's a gang banging on my door.
Oh, hello. Having a party, are we?
Oh, I say, Gilbert. Oh, dear. My dad said they were going to radish me. Go on, dial 999 and get the flying squad.
Yeah, that were good. Nice bit of Lancashire hot pot down me again, Nellie.
Yes, Dad.
You know, for your sake, I'm glad you've come home again.
Yes, Dad.
And you've decided to stop?
Yes, Dad.
Because you know how dangerous it is now for a young woman on her own in London.
No, Dad.
You what?
I said no, Dad. You see, when I threatened to dial 999, Harold Hardwick said that you had put him up to it.
Oh, he did he?
Yes.
Well, I only had your interest at heart.
Oh, yeah?
Anyway, you're back now.
Yeah.
Oh, and you might as well know I've got some friends coming in tonight after hours just for a drink, like.
Yes, well, you're not the only one.
You what?
Because I have as well. Oh, thank you.
Champagne!
Oh, champagne. Well, I don't drink, you know. But anyway, as it's an occasion, I'll have a sip. Ooh, we're right up my nose already. All the sparkle. Oh, dear. Where are you, Dad? Go, what are you sulking for? Come on, get to it. Get happy. I mean, after all, you said yourself how dangerous it was for a maiden lady to be going all alone in this great big metropolis. Come on. Where's the pianist, eh? Where is he?
Sam's gone home now,
Has
love.
Sammy's gone home? Yeah. Well, I suppose it's left to me as usual.
Yeah, come on.
What would you like, eh? Yes? Come on, boys.
That's it.
All right, 1, 2. They used to say in the good old days things were better in every way, but no, not on your Nellie. For instance, there's a thing called love. That's one thing that they hadn't thought of. No, not on your Nellie. If you feel sad, things look bad, and love seems to ignore you, get out and about and you'll find out it's all there and it's waiting for you. So off you go and don't be alone, 'cause I say they don't know, you know. No, not on your Nellie. No, not on your Nellie. And as you would say, no, not on your Darby Kelly.
yourself together. You threw that arrow like a big soft towel.
That's the third time you've done that, mate. You know trouble with you, don't you? What? You're always cheating. That's what you are, yeah.
What are you doing? Shut up, will you? Well, lot of you, look at me. Look at me. I just go out to do a bit of shopping, and I get downtrodden outside, and I come inside and get beer sodden. There, give me those darts. Look at it, look at this place. It's like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Listen.
What?
I've got £10 on us to beat Rose and Crown tonight at darts.
£10?
£10, aye. And if Charlie doesn't shape himself, we'll get a slopping as I couldn't bear to see.
Well, happen you won't be able to see it. Because here's an invitation for us to be the guests of the chairman of the brewery at the brewery headquarters.
Yeah, I know that, Gaff. That's on my window cleaning round.
Oh, well, we can't.
Hello, lovely one. Oh, my God, it's Saturday. I've forgotten all about it.
Hi, George.
I'm all right. I'm all right.
And where's... And, what are you today? Oh, you're one of those, are you?
Come on, Gilbert.
What are you doing? You're not going already?
Yes, we are, love. I've forgotten it was Saturday and football and all that. It's like a bloody madhouse in here. And look at Gilbert. He's gone all limp.
Yes, well, you better lay him down, you know, with a hot water bottle, and it'll draw it out for him.
I was just saying,
Yeah.
I can't go to brewery headquarters when I've got a dart match on.
I don't care if you've got a flannelette nightie on. You go and get your best clothes on, because we're going to that receptacle in Piccadilly. Ooh, well, look as if you're enjoying yourself. You've got a face like a wet lettuce.
I don't like these dudes.
Oh, well. Oh, look at that. All fur coat and no knickers.
Hello. May I introduce myself? I am the brewery's Deputy Managing Director, Nigel Smallpiece.
Oh, how do you do? I'm the brown cow. I'm Nellie Pickersgill of the brown cow. Yes. You haven't had the pleasure of me yet, have you, Mr. Littlepiece?
And is this your husband?
No, we're not man and his wife. We're man and his daughter.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry the chairman of the brewery couldn't be here to greet you personally. He's had to go away for a while.
Oh, was it being dried out?
Right out. Put that down. Shut your mouth and put your teeth in.
I'll explain the purpose of this reception to you in a moment.
Yes.
But perhaps first you'd like to nibble on a canapé.
Oh, yes, I'd like to nibble anything with you.
Not very big butties, are
Get
they?
off. What are you doing with that bottle there? These are not butties. These are what you call can you pay. You see? It's like a topless butty on toast. You get these at all the receptacles.
In that case, I shan't need these then, shall I?
Oh, shut up.
Hold on.
What are you doing?
Be careful not to spoil your palate, Mr. Biggersgill.
Don't worry, my palate's in here.
Well, we have organised this wine tasting in order to introduce our new range.
Oh, well, I couldn't drink any of that, you know, because, I don't drink. I wouldn't like to be like all these alcoholics.
But, Miss Pickersgill, one merely takes the bouquet, tastes the wine on one's palate. Look, let me demonstrate.
Yes.
Colour. Bouquet.
Dirty pig.
Well, if I don't have to swallow it, it's all right. Let me see, what did you do? Look at it, swivel it round, have a sniffle. You made me swallow it!
May I show you the red wine?
You made me swallow.
Now, this is quite an interesting claret. Perhaps a little impertinent.
Impertinent, did you say? You're right there. Fancy having cheek to call itself bevy.
Is this the wine where the French villagers, you know, they get their grapes on the ground and they stamp it, you know, to get the wine out with their bare feet?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, whoever stamped on this must have had athlete's foot. Oh, thank you. Very glad for asking us, Mr. Big One.
May I introduce Mrs. Smallpiece?
Oh, how do you do? Just a minute. I've got it. How do you do? Oh, Mrs. Small One, have you any small ones?
No, we don't have any children. I'm a professional woman, a kind of bon viveuse.
Oh, state registered?
Ladies and gentlemen, gather round, please. Gather round.
Yes.
We have got to move with the times.
Oh, yeah.
Our board has been taking full stock of the situation. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe the wind of change is blowing through the nation's hostelry. Today, the demand is for good food in comfortable surroundings and with the best of service.
Yes.
Yes, the days when the public house was merely a place for pints drinking and darts playing are passing. I am sure you will all raise your glasses to that.
Yes. Well, yes. What's to do, Mr. Tallpiece?
Well, I thought I saw a man floating in the air, responding to my toast.
There you are, you see? That's the wine. You see? It's putting deceit into your eyes. You see? Mrs. Smallpiece, I'm afraid your husband's getting too much of it.
How are we doing?
Quiet. Oh.
Come on, give me them.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for exporting me home and laying me down on my own doorstep.
It was the least I could do when your father had to go to that other important function.
Yes, well, I'm sorry he had to dart off. But may I say, yes, but I think you were perfectly right in what you said about us getting the wind up in our pubs.
We are the champions! Champions rubbish! That was a foul throw. Your foot was over the line.
My foot was where?
It was over the line.
You say that again, mate, and my foot will be somewhere else.
Well, you saw it. Now, listen.
Fellas, don't argue. It's just a friendly game.
You were quite right when you said we should change these places into hallowed havens of good cooking and cruising.
Well, that's what our chairman wants to see when he gets back and inspects our tenants.
Oh.
Look, I've got a few moments. I could come in and give you some advice now.
Oh, yes, all right, then.
Now, listen, mate, I mean, I'll do you.
We better not protrude. I think there's a society wedding going on in there, and they're just about to toast the bride.
You're asking for a good bashing, mate. Well, mate, I'll tell you.
I'll see you some other time. Stop it up, will you? Hey? I'm just about at the end of my feather.
It's only a friendly game of darts, Nellie.
Game of darts is more like World War III. From now on, the dark days of darting are departing. We are going to take a step forward and leave our future behind us. everything seems to be pretty well all right. Oh, no, just one thing. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, I'm so glad I've had this old picture restorated. Oh, you both look so much better now you've been touched up. So kind of you to pasteurize my new establishment. I mean, I hope that your food was eminently digestive.
Well, I didn't. It was too rich. I'll taste it for a week.
You'll taste something else for a week in a minute. Look, I've just given you a dinner for nothing. So that when those people come in from the brewery and they're sitting there, you could say how good the food is and how much you're enjoying it out loud so they can hear you.
All right, I'll remember.
Right.
But it was horrible.
I'll give you such a black look in a minute. They must be here any moment. It's 1:15. Oh, I must get a little hand put on this watch. Oh, where's my staff? Doorman? Doorman? Ah. You look very nice. What a lovely suit. Much better than they give you on the Underworld Railway.
Oh, yes.
Yes. And how are things on the Underworld Railway?
Oh, yes, please, thank you. Very good today. While I am punching tickets for passengers, I am being punched by passengers only 2 times.
Well, you're very lucky, you know. I mean, the bruises don't show. No, and you know what duties now are expectorated of you?
Oh, yes. I'm opening the doors to the restaurant for the customers. But there's one problem.
What's that?
The only customers we have are over there. And they're laughing at me.
They say he looks like something from the black and white minstrel show.
Oh, yeah? Well, they can jeer into their beer. They're just mad that they're not here, that's all. Now, go on your way. That's right. Now, where's the wine waiter?
Here I am.
What's a fancy word for wine waiter?
Sommelier.
What?
Sommelier.
Sommelier. Well, listen, Smelly. That wine waiters are supposed to go round with a bouquet, you see, and make sure that the wine tastes good for the customers. Not be stood standing there supping pints of bitter. Put it down, you cockney kite hawk.
All right, but I'm doing this against all my finer instincts.
You're doing it because you owe £10 on the slate. And what's that thing you've got dingle-dangling round your neck?
I don't know, George told me to wear it. He says all wine waiters wear one.
It's their insignia.
Well, you be careful where you dingle-dangle it tonight. It's a nice piece of material. Why didn't you get the tailor to make it into a suit? Or 2 suits?
What do you want, Liberace? It's the best I could do. I had to borrow this from a mate of mine who's in a formation dance team.
Oh, what a pity you left the number on the back.
Flaming hell! Shut up, you lot, will ya?
Now, go on, get ready yourself. Now, where's the chef? Well, I must say, Gilbert, you look like a cook should look. But can you cook without a book?
When it comes to the culinary arts, he's got the magic touch.
Oh, can he do nice things in the colander?
See his bum surprise. He surprised me with it last night.
It's all right, Gilbert. You surprised him with it last night. Well, I can see you two are going to give us a reputation. So off you go. Now, there's only the head waiter. You big flea's armpit. You're supposed to be in a full evening dress, not just your dickie.
I can't get that suit on. I haven't worn it since I sang at Work Squire in Accrington.
Well, you...
And even then it was so tight it nearly made me sing soprano.
You'll just have to squeeze yourself into it, won't you? Until we get going. I mean, it's not only Mr. Tallpiece that's coming to dinner tonight. I mean, it's the chairman of the brewery, you know. Get off. What are you playing at? Those olives don't grow on trees.
I say, sommelier.
What do you want?
I like your shirt.
Get off here!
Get us a couple of more brandy.
Yeah.
Get knotted, you've had your lot. And the rate you two are sucking, you'll be cut before they even get it.
the way the difference in this place where I've refrigerated. What's to do, Mr. Smith?
It's very considerate of this gentleman to open the taxi door for my wife. But he might have waited until I got out before he slammed it shut.
Madam, I'm expecting only one. And I did shout, stand clear of the doors, please.
Oh, so you brought Mrs. Largepiece. I was expecting you to bring the big spit. I mean, the chairman of the brewery. You know, I thought he was going to be your accompaniment tonight.
Oh, he's on a tour of other modernized premises, but he'll be joining us for coffee later.
Oh, good. Then, meanwhile, happen you'd like a wet martini. Yes, Smelly? 2 wet martinis, please.
Yes, madam.
Ah, here comes the head waiter. He'll service you.
That was the most wonderful, divine meal I've ever had anywhere in the world. Don't you agree, my dear?
Oh, well, napkins.
Well, happen you can do your own.
Don't I recognize your head waiter?
Well, that's not impossible. He was my father before he became the head waiter.
Could we have some wine, please, darling?
Oh, yes, of course. Smelly? The wine list.
Oh, no, don't bother with the list. Just bring me the best white wine you have in the house.
Yes. Well, here's the programme. I'd suggest the Vera Sniffle.
I think she means the Vienna Schnitzel.
That's what I said, the Vera Sniffle.
Well, we'll give it a try, but first we'll have some soup. The minestrone, I think.
Bring the minestrone, eh? Excuse me a moment while I see what's happened to your wine.
Darling, do we really have to put up with this?
Well, she said I'd inspired her with the speech I made at the reception. We'll have to hang on until the chairman gets here anyway.
Is that all right for you?
Oh, yes. Yes, we'll try.
Smelly? Unscrew it.
Give it here. There's a terrific draft in here.
Could we have some Parmesan cheese on our minestrone?
Aye, certainly. What the hell's Parmesan cheese?
I don't know. Ask Gilbert.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Gilbert's gone.
Gone?
Ah, he got his knickers in a twist when Beryl said she didn't like his cooking.
Ooh, that fairy squarey wary.
Right, well, supposing I go and ask George what to do with that stuff they've ordered.
That's it.
After all, I spend a lot of time on Jankers at Dharma Cookhouse, didn't I?
That's right.
Are you bringing the Parmesan cheese?
Yes, it's on the shelf in a shaker, and it's a sort of white fluffy stuff, and it's near the cooker in a shaker. That's it.
This isn't really cool enough for white wine. Remember I mentioned it at the reception.
Yes, oh, I'm sorry. I'll just put it under the cold water tap.
Oh, you do no such thing. We want it in an ice bucket.
Oh, I didn't know you wanted to drink it out of an ice bucket. Oh, I'm a fool. Oh, Smelly, put that in the ice bucket.
We ain't got an ice bucket.
I'll do the best you can.
Parmesan cheese.
Yes, thank you. And go over there and ask George how to make the next course. Here we are, Parmesan cheese. That's better.
Oh,
There
yes.
it comes.
Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Well, I haven't got time to go and get him back now. Look, you'll have left everything ready. There'll be 2 thin slices of veal, cover them with breadcrumbs, and then fry them. It's easy. You can do it. Go on.
Here you are, 1 ice bucket.
Pull yourself a Smelly. Get out of my earshot. And take this with you. Huh? Hey?
You're foaming at the mouth.
So are you.
Ruined your frock. Now, you should enjoy that, really. I'm ever so sorry. But that is the special chef's piece of resistance. Of resistance.
What's this?
What's what? Eh?
Yes, what are these?
I don't know. Just a minute. They're your wash leathers, aren't they? You put them on the table, and you fried them. Get out of my place! You've ruinated my restaurant!
I'm afraid, Miss Pickersgill, your attempt to add modern dining facilities to this public house can only be described as...
disastrous.
Yes, I know. I tried to be posh, but it didn't come off. All my dreams and all my thoughts are absolutely prostitute on the ground. What a cat's after me.
In that case, can lads come in and have a game of darts?
Yeah. Take down that iron curtain. I should worry and spoil my shape. Yes.
The chairman of the brewery.
Eh?
Ah, Sporty. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Here's the chairman now. I rather think he'll want to have a few words with you.
Yes, and I want a few words with him. Now, before you desiccate me about this public house, I've tried my best to make it up to date and contemptuous. But I've decided to leave it the way it is for my regulars, who have been coming here since time immemorial. Yes. Well, before you... You what?
I said I quite agree.
Oh.
I'm fed up with visiting plastic palaces. Now, what I'd like for a change is a good old-fashioned pint in good old-fashioned surroundings. In fact, pints all round. Have you got a dartboard?
Dartboard? A dartboard? Yes, of course, yes.
Splendid. Now,
I'm sorry to have to take you down, but in this world, we are all victims of circumcision.